Well, we're at it again. Where are we gonna go this time, Jackson? Where are we gonna go? What? You ready to go bye-bye in the truck? Oh, Tater's ready. We going camping? On this episode of Beck Trekkin, we take you to Prophetstown State Park, which is just off of I-65 at exit 178 near Battleground, Indiana. The park is in close proximity to West Lafayette and Purdue University and sits on the banks of the Wabash River. Prophetstown State Park was built in 2004 and is one of Indiana's newest state parks. It is situated on 2,000 acres. Just as you enter the park to the right, you'll see a farmhouse. This farmhouse is supposed to be modeled after a 1920s farm, and it's actually a working farm that you can tour. Inside the farmhouse itself, you can have a family-style meal, purchase farm fresh eggs, meat, and even some fresh cheeses and seasonal vegetables. You'll be able to interact with different types of farm animals, and it's great fun for the kids and adults alike. Prophetstown State Park is a really beautiful park, and you will also find that it has a really cool aquatics center. The aquatics center is open Memorial Day through Labor Day, and they have a very large kiddie pool, 2 slides, and a very small lazy river. It's just what the doctor ordered on a really hot day. Hey, let's go check out the campground. While Ryan backs up the camper, let me tell you a little bit about the campsites. They're all ADA compliant. They have beautiful crushed stone pads. They're all level, and it's really simple to set up your campsite when you get here. You guys are in your home away from home. Are you happy? Oh, Tater's happy. Is Jaxie happy? Oh, yeah. Get it, Tate. You got sticks and your toys. Ah! Yes! Get that squirrel. What I like to do is keep special toys. Just like kids, you know, you keep special toys in the camper. And they only get to play with them when they're in the camper. Our friends moved in next door. They just got that brand new grand design. Grass is getting all nice and green. Trees are just now starting to bud out. It's cold, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Look at that. 47 degrees outside and it's only 55 degrees inside. But the heat's on. First thing you want to do is when you turn this on and you get it set to the temperature that you want it set at, you have to understand that this oven is not going to regulate temperature like the one in your house does. So keep an eye on it. The way you're going to do that is go out and get you one of these little thermometers here. Keep an eye on that thermometer. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. You got to open the door to see your temperature, Just open it real quick, see where it's at, and then close it back up. And then you can adjust this if you need to, up or down, either way. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about was the position of your rack. A lot of people keep it down low so they can put a big pan in there, because that's what we're used to at home, because your heat source at home is up top, right? So keep your rack on the top level, and that'll keep it further away from the heat source, which is right under here. It's on the underside of that tray. Other people will tell you to use a pizza stone on this bottom rack to divert the heat. That works fantastic. I find that they break a lot, and I ain't got time for that. So I found this red copper pan at Walmart. I know Amazon has them too. It's just a red copper grill pan. It fits perfectly in there, and it does the job. So what that's going to do, it's going to divert the heat out more through these holes here, so that you get good heat flow through your oven, and things will cook a little more evenly. This thing's spitting and sputtering, so I'm going to pour some milk in here and get that thickened up, and then I'll show you how these biscuits turned out. Okay guys, I got my gravy all thickened up. Howdy, don't that look good? So delicious. And the chicken broth gives it just a little bit of a different flavor. I've tried for years to figure out how Bob Evans makes their sausage gravy, and I think that it's some kind of stock, and maybe it's a combination of beef and chicken, I'm not sure. But look at those biscuits. They're perfect. Perfectly done. So don't be afraid of your oven. Play with it. Adjust the temperature as you need to, and you can totally use your propane oven. It's not as scary as everybody makes it out to be. So if you're new to RVing, give it a shot. If you're old to RVing, maybe try it again. Just these few little tips will really help you out. Okay, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'll talk to you guys later. We've been holed up in the camper most of the day. We've had 18 to 20 mile an hour sustained winds all day, but we're here at the campground, and wow, it's a beautiful campground. This is only about 2 miles from our house. It's lovely. Beautiful spring day. We're gonna go have dinner with our friends. They fed us good this weekend. My friend Valerie, she's a pretty good cook. After good fun, good food, and hanging out with good friends, we decided to go ahead and take a look around the rest of the park and see what else there is to explore. All of the full hookup sites here have trees around them, so they're wooded and kind of private, semi-private area here. And this is the full hookup area. There's 3 streets in this area of spots with full hookups, and then the non-hookup area has, well, it has electric, so it's partial hookup. It's all open with no trees. Stream. In addition to many miles of paved and unpaved biking and hiking trails, you'll also find a small fishing pond, many picnic areas, and shelter houses that you can rent for private functions. Just outside the park is Battleground, Indiana. Be sure to check it out if you're a history buff. They host a fiddlers gathering every year, and they also do some reenactments. There's lots of hiking to do, and there's a great restaurant called TC's where on Thursday nights they do a prime rib special. If you want prime rib, make sure and make reservations, as they do book up in advance for that night. Not too far away in Lafayette, they host the Feast of the Hunter's Moon at Fort Ouiatenon, where they do reenactments of the fur trading that went on in the 1800s. That's also great fun if you're a history buff. Well, we sure enjoyed our little trip here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We sure do appreciate you watching them, and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to our channel. We're going to be heading out west soon, and there will be more adventure to come. Thanks again. Travel safe.
This is a shitty job.
Ryan's gotten pretty good at this. Playing with Mr. Poopy Pipe.
Breaking in Mr. Poopy Pipe for the first time.
What are you boys doing?
Somebody's doing.
They had a lot of fun this weekend too. I think they really enjoy the camping life. Don't you? They seem to have a good time.
They do have a good time.